good? How y'all doing today?
Coming at you with the FILA Sports Podcast halftime report. Coach Mario and my boy Don giving his halftime thoughts. What's going on, Don?
What's good? How y'all doing this evening? I'm done. I'm upset. Look, hey, the game. The game is not even. It's not even in the halftime yet, and we already went on and recorded. So just, hey, it is what it is. But hey, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this audio real quick.
And then we'll introduce our
Hold
guest.
on, man. Hold on. Guess the Falcons ain't doing right, and we ain't doing right right here on this podcast. So, y'all, thank y'all for bearing with me. But I'm the done. Thank y'all for joining us during this halftime report. Colts versus the Falcons. Yeah, just not a good game, but hey, I kind of expected this weeks ago because I made the prediction that we was gonna end up losing this game. I know a lot of people. I got a lot of bad, bad words from a lot of people saying, "Oh, why you saying we go? Why you saying we go lose in Indianapolis? They ain't got Andrew Luck." I'm saying, okay, they still got that offensive line. So,
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. But hey, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always,
Come holla.
at your hometown sports podcast, we have a special guest on with us, Jay for short. How you doing this afternoon, man?
What's going on, man? I was better till this first half started. My goodness.
Yeah, man. So, what's
But
your
yeah, I'm
thoughts?
good, man.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts of the game overall? Overall.
Well, I mean, it's self inflicted stuff, man. It's like, first drive they come out, and all week we hearing about how, they're just gonna line up and run it down our throats, and we actually pretty much stopped the run, but I mean, they do have a good offensive line. We knew that coming in, but not even a sniff of Jacoby the first 30 minutes of the game till they got down on the goal line. I mean, you can't let a guy like Jacoby start a game 12 for 12, 13 for 13. That's just not a winning recipe. Then the flags, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not about to blame the refs, but it was definitely some questionable calls that first drive. They being very ticky tack with the calls in the first half, but just not even undisciplined. I think it was just a lot of, you had some holding calls. You had, you know, the unsportsmanlike on Rico, I thought was a terrible call. I don't know where else he's supposed to hit Ty at. And then just, I mean, turnovers. Can't turn the ball over like that, man. You get in, field goal range on the road. You got to protect the ball and come away with points every drive.
Yep. All right, Coach.
For sure, for sure. Matt, you can't throw picks in the turn, and you can't throw picks in the red zone, Matt. That's the same pick you've thrown 3 times this year.
Yep.
And
But why?
that
But here's the thing: why are we throwing it to Luke Stalker? Like, I'm getting sick of us. You know, I'm not saying no Matt Ryan slander. Yes, he had no right throwing the ball. All right, but why are we having Luke Stalker run those type of routes, and why are we targeting him?
Yeah, why are
Like,
we forcing it to
I mean,
Stalker bracket coverage over the middle? It's bracket coverage. It's somebody underneath and over the top. You're gonna force it
man,
to somebody,
All right, that's
force
on
it
Matt.
to your elite
that's on
receiver.
Matt.
exactly.
Yeah, you can't throw that ball. It's got to. I didn't see the full like scale of the play. It's got to be somewhere else to go with that ball
I,
other
I
than where he went.
I saw it. I saw it. And Luke Stalker once again. Remember in that first game in Minnesota, he did the
Yeah,
same thing, stopping on his
running.
routes, And somebody
I
said,
don't know
"Oh,
why. Why does Matt feel like he can trust him? What plays has he made? Has he just torn it up in practice or something? I don't understand what plays he's made for Matt to feel like he can trust throwing the ball and shit. Certain players you can trust with something like that because he's throwing the ball obviously before he's out of the break. You know what I'm saying? But some guys, they're gonna come out of their break, they're gonna go up and they're gonna fight. If either they're gonna make a tough catch or it's gonna be incomplete. He ain't even putting his hands up. I don't even think he put his hands up
he
on that
didn't.
play.
He
It was
didn't.
way over his
He was
head though. It was
he was
not even near him, so he shouldn't have put his hands up. It wasn't even close to him. Hell, Matt overthrew his ass so bad.
man.
But yeah, overthrowing high middle, man. That's Cam. That's not Matt. I don't know where he got that
But
habit
the
from. All
thing,
of a sudden,
the thing was, Luke Stalker was supposed to be in that area where Matt Ryan threw the ball.
I get what you're
So
saying. He
he
supposed
was
to come
Oh
out
if
and
you
yeah,
break
if you go
and
back
go
he
up.
get
He
there.
if
broke
you
it
go
under.
yeah if you go back and watch the film, you could clearly see that he stopped. He like literally stopped and like half I think it was half running the route. Like just
Yeah.
run your route. Either run your route or you get off the field.
I mean, is he not expecting to get the ball? No reason to stop running a route at any point on the field unless you just know the ball not coming to you. But I'm not understanding, man. That's a rough pick. And then to miss Julio on that corner route, you went Hooper. He did have his man beat. He threw it too far, but you had the same route concept on the opposite side, and the safety bit middle. Julio just out there in no man's land. Nobody within 15 yards.
Yeah. All
Um,
right.
we knew their offensive line was good as well too, but they're out physical in us, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
They're
are.
out physical in us.
But here's also the thing too, and this is the main reason why we're losing this game. It's the coaching, man. It's the coaching. The game plan is so weak right now. And not only that, you combine that on the defense with poor tackling. Devontae Campbell looked like he's so lost. Like folks telling him where he need to line up and stuff. Like it's week 3. Week 1, we done played 2 games by now. All right. Week 1,
yeah.
I let them slide. Week 1, okay, we rusty. Y'all ain't played no snaps. Okay, let's get out there and let's go. Let's go do week 2. All right. Week
Let's
2, we did a little better. It's week 3. I understand it's on the road, but why are we still playing like this? Why?
Yeah. And we're coming out so flat. That's the issue with it. It'd be one thing if, you called a couple, blitzes and they beat you against the blitz or, you playing off and they killing you underneath. But it's just like nothing we calling on these first couple drives are working.
Yeah, it's not.
Let's run through the chat real quick. We got Eastside Man Atlanta joining us. Thank you, man. He said Neil knows it's serious. That's why he's crying. Exactly. He felt that pain before. He knows exactly what it is. That's why he had that reaction.
Hold on before you go, man. But like, yeah, prayers up to Keanu Neal because
oh
I
yeah.
seen the play when he went down. I'm saying, yeah, it got to be that ACL.
He did.
He
Yep,
tore
he just
something.
fell.
He tore
Dang.
something because as soon as he fell down, I said, yeah, that's a leg injury right there. And
Yep.
Jamon Brown, he went down too. I'm saying like we ain't got nobody else.
Jamon Brown has got hurt every game too.
Did,
Yeah.
did
Man,
Ito did they Ito was out for good for the rest of the game? I know he was in concussion testing.
I don't think he's coming back.
Ito
That's
could
just my
barely
opinion.
walk, bro. He could barely walk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Ito
like,
was
what
shook
I don't
up, bro.
understand is we kept all these running backs, and then you only got Ito and Free active on game day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say,
Yeah,
I think
I was just about to say that. Like we didn't activate
Keogh or Allison,
yeah, we didn't
either
activate
one of them.
yeah, and it's crazy
And
that
Barney is just a return man. It's like what are we, why keep all those running backs if you're not going to at least have, one of them in there as a backup or a big yardage? I mean, we got our two smallest backs are the only ones active. What do we do when it's third and, fourth and one or third and goal from the one, whatever?
Next week, I hope they learn their lesson from this right here and start activating four running backs. I understand, you know, they just think that okay, Ito and Free can carry the load, and then you have Kenyon Barter who can come in but he haven't really taken any snaps though at running back. He
I
just
think he
been
got one
returning.
carry the first half.
And man, like I said, man, this I'm really trying my best to stay cool and don't panic because the thing is, I already saw this L like a couple of months out, even before Luck retired. So even after Luck retired,
I
I
could
saw this
see
coming.
it. I could see it happening that way. I mean, I go into every game assuming that, hey, if we do A, B, and C, we can win. If we don't, then we can lose. I said this week, if you stop the run on early downs, which they didn't do, and you don't turn the ball over,
Which we
and
did.
you score down in the red zone, then we'll win. We didn't do any three of those things in the first half, and I am not shocked at the score
Exactly.
in the least bit. I thought last week, big win at home. They got over that Philly hump. They had kind of been terrorizing us last couple of years. I thought they would ride that momentum, but I'm similar to you. I thought, hey, man, this is not the type of game. They physical in the trenches. They just gonna run it, ride the clock, make it easy for Jacoby. And I mean, we played perfectly into their hands. We making it way too easy for Jacoby. You start the game 13-13, hitting every receiver you throw the ball to. We not wrapping up. I don't know why we don't want to tackle today.
Yeah. And not only that, man. Not only that, we already know Dan Quinn does not perform well against AFC teams.
That's
I was
like the
gonna bring
crazy
that up.
thing to me. Like,
I was gonna
if
bring.
you're a coach, you're a
I was gonna
Night
coach.
bring it up.
kryptonite.
I'm.
I understand. I understand you've been in the NFC your whole career and you're going to be more familiar with them. But at the end of the day, X's and O's is X's and O's. You got to make yourself familiar. That's not an excuse to me.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Go in the chat real quick, man.
King Quest 17 says, looks like a win one, lose one type of season. Hope we can get right and come back and win this. King Quest also said, should we call Eric Berry? Interesting, very interesting, King Quest.
Ooh.
Uh, Jonathan Posky, thanks for joining. He said, why do we just forget how to tackle all of a sudden? I don't know, Jonathan.
I don't
Terrible,
know.
Just the
terrible.
I,
tackling just been horrible, man.
for a fast and physical defense, we showed them that's a lot of tackles.
Exactly.
Charleston Nash, thanks for joining. He said, prayers to Keanu. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Eastside Man Atlanta said he called Eric Berry in a heartbeat. Jon- Jonathan Posky
He
says
lived right down the street.
from the crib. Every time there's any mention of Luke Soccer is negative. I've seen him blowing blocks, letting people go past him. Every target he gets is dropped or interception. Damn, Jonathan, boy, you right. It sure has been a lot of negative on
I
Luke.
have heard one
Early.
positive Luke Stalker comment this season. Now that
Damn,
he said that, it's either
boy,
this
for
block
real.
or a pick. Every single time you hear his name.
You said something then, Jonathan, for real. What's going on, Trey? Uh, Trey joins us. Trey said this team is too talented. This team is too talented to be losing like this. Exactly. Oh, I made a mistake
Absolutely,
and
they are.
deleted a message.
What?
I don't know. I didn't. I made a mistake and deleted two of the messages. I didn't mean
I
to. I was
see
trying
it.
to
I see
scroll.
it. I
Yeah.
see it. He said we suck, bro. For real, I can't understand this.
Yeah.
And
All
then
right.
King Quest
And
said
the next one. Yeah.
any word on that lineman that left, Jamon
Jamon.
Bland. Yeah, we ain't haven't heard anything. Eastside Atlanta
Yep.
said too much man coverage. Yeah, I don't.
All right. I
Well,
got the rest of them. I will. We playing a lot of zone though. It's playing a lot
yeah,
of that
we playing
zone too.
zone this week
Yeah.
zone, man.
And I'm sorry y'all about the league. I was trying to scroll. I fat fingered it. High Life ATL, thanks for joining. Coaching is the main issue. It's always coaching. But we're getting whipped up front as well.
We are.
getting physically whipped up front isn't game planning. But
But I saw some plays where I felt like we was playing the run fits well, like we was in the gaps, but they was linebackers, like you said. Dion overran one that went for a big run. Another couple I saw they pretty much in the right places. It's
yeah,
just you can't
got to make the play.
overrun. You got to
Can't make
seal
the
that
play.
backside.
It's the
Yeah,
gap integrity.
Yeah. If you're in position and don't make the play, that's not game planning. You can might
yeah.
maybe say that's coaching that they didn't teach you to make the play. I don't know, but if you're in
Let's
position,
keep
you
it
got to make the play.
let's keep it 100, man.
Go ahead.
Defense is the players. Gap integrity, poor tackling. Offense game is game
Oh, the
plan.
game back on, man.
I
Yeah,
know it is.
I need
We'll
to.
wrap
I
it
ain't
up.
know back on.
Yeah.
Keep going through
All right.
the
Yeah,
chat.
Trey said, I guess it's week 3 of the preseason for them. I know, Trey. And Jonathan also said, speaking on Ito, I've been saying this since week 1. Why isn't Allison active? They aren't active. I'm telling you guys, they aren't active because they aren't involved in special teams. Now, I don't know if they aren't good special teamers or we just haven't put them on special teams. That I don't know. But we got to figure something out.
Find a way to get them active because you can use the extra hands on that. Even before Ito got hurt, I still felt like we needed Allison or Hill. One or the other need to be active even before Ito got hurt. But even now, more so now with him getting hurt, you got to get one of them in there. We need an extra body.
Definitely. Need to go back and look at preseason and see if we had them involved in special teams in preseason.
I like to see us show some fight in the second half. Like, don't just lay down. I feel like the Vikings game, they just laid down. They're like, all right, week 1, let's get ready for next week. Like, come out here, I want to see a game plan that shows us how to get back in the game. When the last time we stole a game we wasn't supposed to win?
Yeah, we need to see those halftime adjustments. If the halftime
Yeah.
adjustments are there, and even if we lose, if the halftime adjustments are there, hey, I can't trip off of it.
That's my hope.
Yeah, Eric Berry, y'all. He went to Creekside High School.
Yeah, Eric from Southside. He's right down the street.
A few people asked in the chat, is he from Atlanta? Yeah, he went to Creekside High School.
Yeah, he might have one left in him. And look, it's a half a season. Depending on if he's been training, he might. I don't remember if he was training. I know he's a free agent. I don't remember if he got any workout.
He's staying in shape, man.
Yeah, he down the street though. So
yeah.
So if they gonna call somebody, that's who I would prefer they call if it is indeed season ending. But man, that's tough on Keanu to come back the way he rehabbed all last year. And I mean, he was looking good for the most part.
He was.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end it with this. If it's that serious, we may need to reevaluate drafting a safety.
Reed ain't got a target yet. I'm sorry, Don. Reed ain't got a target yet. Right? We ain't even got a target yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. It's just you gotta wait for it.
And then the thing is, it's not like they have some vaunted defense. Like they got a rookie safety. They main linebackers out. Like I can't even tell you who the Colts corners are.
Rookie cornerback from Southwest DeKalb, Rock Sheen. Their cornerback is they got a rookie.
Yeah, I forgot he was over there. Yeah. Like test these dudes. Like I understand you gotta have time to get the ball down the field, but I mean they running the quick quick in and out game. Why can't we do the same thing? Like
31 and we didn't get it.
It looked like they're giving it to us.
Oh boy, that's a good spot, ain't it? Boy, that's a generous spot.
The game, like at the end of the day, if we do go on to lose this game, it's an AFC game. It's not really gonna kill us too much. But what I'm really worried about as far as like positivity of the season is one thing, but like you got Panthers struggling, the Bucks is the Bucks, and the Aints is without Breeze, they gonna be in all type of disarray for these next couple of weeks. Like, are we just gonna muddy it up and it be like, what year was that? 2014, Mike Smith last year when everybody was 6 and 8 and 7 and 9 going down.
Man.
And that's first down.
Like you gotta take advantage, man.
I think that was a generous spot too, Don. I don't think he got that close, boy. That was generous. He didn't get that close. They gave him an extra 6 inches. Right? They gave us an extra 6 inches right there because he wasn't that close.
Like, bro, it was like this much. Like, yeah. But yeah. All right, go ahead and read off the chat. Man, so we can go.
Guy just said, Sanu, we saw the good catch, and Jonathan Foskey just
Julio caught it. Go ahead, keep going.
Jonathan Foskey, I guess he piggybacked on what Jake for short said. Jesus, he just said 3rd and 1, and we handed off the free and didn't convert. Would have been perfect for a power back, but we don't have one active. Good observation, Jonathan.
Great observation.
All right, and the last comment was Jesus. That was barely a first. Yeah, and Jonathan, that was generous because they gave us a good spot. We shouldn't have been that close.
Exactly.
But we'll be back later on tonight.
Yeah, we be
And,
back later on tonight.
go
We'll,
ahead.
we'll recap the rest of the game, and we'll have on the president of Terminus Legion. Is one of the support groups for Austin Hooper touchdown. Um,
Oh, I seen you. I seen you at the game, by the way, yesterday, Coach.
Yeah, we were both there. Don was there too.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all both there? Yeah, that was a good one to be at, man. I'm mad I missed that one, but yeah, that was a good little match yesterday. I hate that Yosef went down, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
handled
that was,
business.
man, that was horrible.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Talk about all that tonight. Yeah.
We'll be back tonight. The president of Terminus Legion, she's gonna come on and talk about like the tailgating experience, the supporter section in the stadium during the Atlanta United matches, all that. So come join us later on this evening for that. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. Thank you, Jay for short, for coming on, man. I appreciate you coming on. I've been trying to get you on for a while.
Yeah,
now.
man. I was glad I finally got to come on, man. I had been, watching the show here and there, and I was like, man, I got to get on there one of these weeks, and this one lined up perfect. So I'm happy I could come on, man. Hopefully this ain't my last time. I
Look,
get on one of these other weeks.
this is not your last time, man. This is not your last time. We gonna have you on more than what you think you gonna be on, man. So,
well, y'all just let me know, man. I'm here for it, especially like, yeah, I'm here for it, man. Just let me know.
I appreciate you, man. So,
Right.
on that note, as always,
Holla!
at your hometown sports podcast. We'll see y'all later on this evening.
All right, fellas.